share with you one specific quote that has been so pivotal throughout my life, and I've come back to it over and over. And that is, you can do what is easy now for a hard life, or you can do what is hard now for an easy life. Now, this has played into so many different pivotal moments in my life. One of them being when I left a really long-term relationship. It was this realization of, I can just stay in great. I can stay in this great relationship. I can stay in this great environment. And that gets to be okay. And that's easy. And will I always have to live with this little whisper of there's more, Katie? Like, what else is out there, Katie? And is that going to be really freaking hard down the line? Most likely. Or I had the decision to do what was hard in that moment, which was to metaphorically blow up my life, or like flip the table of my life, so that I could have what was easy. And that is to know without a doubt that I am chasing my full potential, and that the people that are on that timeline are going to find me, and it's going to be great. So I chose in that moment to do what was hard for an easy life. It's like literally fast forward like 2 years and I'm met with the exact same thing. I had packed up my whole life and I'd moved up to Queensland, up to the Gold Coast. And I was living in this tiny little solo studio apartment. And I remember thinking, and I like mapped this across to the metaphor of the caterpillar that goes into the cocoon. And I remember reading about that somehow during that time and being like, holy shit, I'm in the cocoon right now. Like I am fully, totally in the cocoon. And I'm unsure if you're familiar, but when a caterpillar enters a cocoon, they completely dissolve. Like they go to goop. Like if you were walking along and you saw a cocoon and you opened it, it would just be goop. I don't know what part of me thought that like the caterpillar grew wings. Anyway, it absolutely doesn't. It completely turns to goop. And I had this realization of like, holy shit, that's me right now. I just feel like mush. Like if I was to tap into my own mind and go, like, where's my concept of self? Like if I was to pull out the metaphorical folder and it's like, oh, this is Katie Walker folder, this is who she is. Like it was nothing. It was empty folder. Like, God, like who am I? And in that moment, again, that quote comes in. You can do what's easy now. You can just copy paste the version of you that lived in Tasmania from the last level of success, even though you want more. You can just copy paste and hope for the best. You can do what's easy, and it's going to be fucking hard because this next level is going to require a new you. Or you could do what's hard now. You can sit in the goop. You can be the freaking goop because it's challenging. And I really want to give you strategies if you're going through this right now. And though in the same instance, the first strategy is, babe, you got to feel it. You actually need to feel it. You actually need to allow it. You need to allow the old you to completely dissolve. Yes, you get to pull the best parts through. Absolutely, you do. And there's going to be a lot that you need to surrender. There's going to be so much that you need to release. You have to do what is hard now. And that's sitting in the waiting. It's sitting in the like confusion of like, who am I? What do I want? What's important to me? What are my values? And it's holding on with pure freaking hope that it will end, because the truth is it will. Another analogy that I really love to utilize, and I distinctly remember like accessing and pulling on through this time in my life, was like, this too shall pass. It's like, hold on to it. Success is always paid in full in advance. I want a big life. I've created a really epic life for myself, and make it bigger, make it brighter. Like I know that it's bigger. I know that there's more for me. And I think in the knowing of that, you can't honestly expect that you just get to be the same you all the way through, right? If you want to hold more responsibility, if you want to be that next level of yourself and you want to have that next level of health and wealth and connections and all the things, if the version of you right now was who could hold that, then you'd have it. So there has to be this element of like release and surrender so that you can rebuild. It's that like the phoenix, it goes into the ashes so that it can rise. So you have to be willing to allow that. So I think the core strategy is, one, feel it. You have to feel it. You have to allow it. Like emotions that are like pushed down, like that's freaking depression. Like think about it. The more you push the emotions down, you depress it, it's going to be awful. So allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to call a girlfriend or freaking message me, like call me and be like, fuck, I don't know what's going on in my life right now. Everything's falling apart around me. Great. Like actually just allow it. I remember a girlfriend calling me through this time, and she had just watched this like incredible video of Simon Sinek, and it was talking about how to be a great friend. And in this video of his, he says, sometimes you just need someone to sit in the mud with you. Because the truth is, when you're in those moments, you know what to do to get out of the mud. Like, you actually do. It's like, okay, I know that I can go for a walk, I can get the sunshine, I can eat great food, I can drink water. I know how to change my state. Like, and if you don't know how to change your state, those things I just listed are really great ways to do it. However, at this time, I've already got a really incredible foundation of personal development. I'm well aware how to change my state. I don't need a girlfriend calling me, telling me to go for a walk. I know how to do that. What I needed in that moment was someone to sit in the mud with me. And so if you're going through this hard time right now, another strategy is call a friend. Phone a freaking friend and say, hey, I actually don't want help right now. I actually don't want advice right now. Can you just sit in the mud with me? Can you just hang out with me while I just feel like shit for a hot second? So that I've got that external evidence that it's actually okay, that it's okay for me to feel like this, that it's okay for this to be a challenging time in my life right now. Another really epic thing that I do, and this one will land for some people and not for others, because I know there was definitely times in my life where I'm like, I don't want to journal. If one more person freaking tells me to journal, I'm going to slap them. And I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to tell you to journal. If you write down, like, if nothing bad would happen and nobody would get hurt, like, what do you want? That's my like number one question ever. If nothing bad would happen and nobody gets hurt, what do I want? And let yourself dream. I think the most challenging part about being in that hard zone of like dissolving your old identity is that you don't really know what's on the other side yet. And I want to tell you that you get to actually create it. And sometimes that's challenging to go, I don't know who I want to be though. Katie told me I have to decide who I want to be. I don't know who that is. That's okay. What do you want? What do you actually want to have on the other side of the cocoon? Do you want to have a successful business? Do you want to have thriving relationships? Do you want to be consistent with your business activities? Like, what's important to you? Do you want to have a healthy, fit body? What are your values? Like, what do you actually want on the other side of it? And what does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? How granular can you get with the vision? And how much bigger and brighter can you make that? So that when you're on this journey, you've actually got something to anchor into. Because whilst you're dissolving and whilst you're sitting there and whilst you're processing and you're like letting it all move through you and come from you, it's this beautiful ability to go, this is okay. I'm paying for my success in full in advance, because that's what everybody does. Let me give you the hot tip. You don't get to afterpay your success. You don't get to go, oh, I'm just going to put that on credit. No. You've got to pay in full in advance. You have to be willing to do what's hard so that you have the easy life. Otherwise, everybody would freaking have it. You know that. I know that. So if you're in the cocoon right now, do what is hard now. Do what is hard now, because it leads to an easy life. Have the challenging conversations. Actually sit and feel your emotions instead of like stuffing them deep down into your unconscious mind. Allow yourself to process it. You're a freaking human. You're going through the evolution. It's actually amazing. Get excited every time that you get into one of these moments where you're like, holy shit, I'm in the cocoon again. Let yourself get excited about it, because on the other side of that, you're a freaking butterfly. On the other side of that, you actually get everything that you want. If you choose it with volition whilst you're in the cocoon, you have to paint the picture, because when you come out of the cocoon, you're going to look around and go, oh my God, what do you mean? I literally dreamed it all into existence, because you'll get the evidence along the way. And of course, you have to take the action. I know that, you know that. I don't think we need to talk into that right now. This is about actually allowing yourself to go through the hard times. I'm really great, and this is probably just me because I am obsessed with the underdog, but like when times have been really challenging, and this is like even external to that particular cocoon phase, when times have been really challenging in business, or when cash flow's been low, or when I've just had to have challenging conversations in my life at any point, I'm constantly reminding myself that like, this is what makes a great story. And we're always writing the story of our life. Like, this is what makes a great story. If everything's freaking sunshine and rainbows, I don't want to watch that. I'm not watching a movie where everything's fine and dandy and the main character gets everything that they want. The main character can have everything they want. And of course you want them to overcome things. Of course you want them to move through challenge and reinvent themselves and overcome things. So every time my life is hard now, I just go, this will be a great story. This will be a great thing for the YouTube channel. That's what I can tell myself now. There's like, it gets to be a great story. And I want you to remember that you are literally every day writing the story of your life. So choose the most empowering story, feel your freaking feelings, like allow yourself to sit in the mud and invite other people to sit with you and do what is hard now for an easy life. If you like this and you want more of it, please like and subscribe for all things Katie Walker, and I'll see you soon.